Okay, this is Aziza with Self Love Diaries. How y'all doing? How y'all been? It's wonderful to be back with you all. Okay, so this is a deep one, and I really don't even know how to dissect it, but I'm gonna just dive in, okay? First and foremost, I would like to say that just because stories have other people attached to them, it is not necessarily a dagger at anybody. That's how I look at things in my life right now. I am just reflecting on a part of my life that just coincidentally had something to do with somebody else. Usually when I get on here and I talk about any type of quote unquote betrayals, I am really over it, and well, most times. And I think that I have a clear grip on how to move forward, okay? And I'm ready to talk about something so sensitive, okay? So, some years ago, I was very depressed. I didn't realize it at the time, but I was just really feeling off. I wasn't leaving a space for me. I had given 100% to, well, I was calling myself giving 100% to the kids, giving 100% to a relationship, giving 100% to the job, giving 100% and just to everywhere but me. And I was on a downward slope. Okay. So as I got to self-reflecting and digging into what was wrong with me, and just how do I fix this, and just really being upfront with myself, I was noticing that my job was it was just too much. Even though I started out loving the place, at this point in my life, it was just too much. So, just everything was going on. My dad had died. My job was too much. My relationship was just crazy. The kids life was life. So, I pushed the detonate on everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. Not my kids, but just everything else. Just everything went up in smoke. I let everything go. I said, the hell with all of this. I'm going to start over. I'm going to build up from the rubble. Okay? So I decided that because of the situation that I had put myself in kind of erratically, but I was walking on faith. I didn't have no plans. I was just God, you make the moves at this point, because like I told y'all before, I grew up playing chess, and I always had a plan A, B, C, D, and E. But at this point in my life, I was just like, okay, put the blindfold on me and take me where I'm supposed to be. I wound up at someone's house. I ain't gonna point no elbows. But I wound up, me and my children, at somebody's house for a while. And I was sitting on a little chunk of change. So, if I managed it properly, it would have lasted me a little minute until I made my transition, right? And for the most part, this place was pretty safe. I knew my kids were, like if I turned my back, my kids were pretty much going to be taken care of or whatever, like if anything was to happen, like if I went to the store, I knew that they was okay. That's how I was feeling. So there was a situation. No. Let me back up. So one night, I made plans to go outside. And I hadn't planned on being outside as long as I had, but I knew that the kids was cool, and I was kicking it, right? So while I'm out kicking it, having a sip or two, with my friends, partners, whoever I was with that day, I ended up in this certain place, and me and this person, we had been cool for years, but our relationship was starting to come to a head, like our differences, things that was going on or had been going on that I had bottled up. And this particular night, I had just enough liquid courage in me to let up have it. I was like, you know what? I'm tired of you. I'ma let you know. Boop, 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 boop. So I'm on my way out the door. I grab their door as I'm telling them, like, you stinky. But as I grabbed the door, I started to pass out. Now, this is my very first experience. Nope, it's not my very first experience passing out. Probably my second, maybe third. But I that's all the times in my life that it happened. Just probably 3 times. One on the track field when I hadn't, did things properly. This particular time, and I think when I had heat stroke one time. Like I don't pass out. This is not a normal thing, right? So the person that I was cussing out, they clearly see that I'm passing out. So instantly our differences go out the window because they got a good heart at the bottom of it, whatever. So they say, hey, you need to come and sit down, lay down on this couch, and we'll talk about all this later, okay? Because something look like it's wrong with you. You need to go to the hospital, whatever, right? So I wind up going to sleep. I wake up to a phone call. And on the other end of the phone, the person is like, where the hell are you at? My house just got shot up. Your kids is here. Why the hell ain't you here? Woo woo. Oh my God. You supposed to been here. You supposed to been here hours ago. Blah, 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 blah. So I jump up and I am like in a oh my God situation, because this was never my intention to be outside this long. I don't even know why I passed out. Me passing out don't really mean nothing in this moment. What I'm going to say to these people, because, I'm trying to be a woman of my word, and I told them I was going to be back at a certain hour, even though my kids was big enough to not really need a whole lot of tending to. Like, they was big, kind of. They pretty big. And, but the fact that I'm trying to be a woman of my word, I'm feeling some type of way. So I jump up. I'm like, oh. So I start running to where my kids is at. And I go look at the house. And the house is riddled with bullets. Lo and behold, my kids was in the basement. Everybody, all of them, was in the basement. But I was sleeping on the couch. This was like my place at this time. The kids was downstairs doing the kid thing, how kids do in times like this. You lap up, you everybody figure it out, right? But me, I was on the couch. This particular couch was directly in front of a very big window. And the couch was riddled with bullets. It was no less than 100 bullets in the wall adjacent from the couch. So the bullets were going through the couch into the wall. Maybe half, or 25% of them. If I would have been there, that's where I would have been. God made sure I passed out. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear the word God or whatever, That's up to you. How you do it, what you call them, Allah, whatever, okay? But the Creator, the higher power, whatever, that was divinely orchestrated. And I knew from that day that I was supposed to be here to do something. Now, I've had many close calls with death. I think I have told you guys about several car accidents that were terrible, me falling down in between a train and a platform of the CTA, the Chicago Transit Authority, back in the day. And I've had many close calls. But that was the one that kind of sunk in and said, hey, there's something you're supposed to be doing. So, my thought to you is to go through your receipts. And not just go through your receipts, but there's a reason why all of us is here. Yours may not be like mine. Mine may not be like theirs or theirs. But all of us have some print that we're supposed to be leaving here. And the reason why you haven't been taken yet is because you have a mission. And my question to you, do you care enough to find out what your mission is? You have a good day and think about it.